I think a couple of things that go into play with that. Obviously, our guys' effort on the positive end is good. We got to continue that. We got to figure out a way to play that way in longer stretches. On the flip side, I think there are a number of factors when you look at our performance from the free throw line. That's really a momentum killer. Because if we can get to the line, you make a couple free throws, the clock is stopped, and you can try to build something. But with our effort at the free throw line tonight, it's really going to hurt your chances.
Not just, but we were missing the front end of 4 wins.
Plus one.
Plus one, yeah.
In the first half.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, the way we look at it is we went 9 for 21. Mm-hmm. Stat sheet says 9 for 16, but that's not realistic when you with your point.
Team's a good free throw shooting team by the numbers. What went wrong?
I don't know. I think when we got put on our heels early, and I just don't think we ever fully recovered from it. It's unfortunate because I thought our team did a pretty good job of getting themselves back in the game in the second half.
The start of the second half, Antoine Clayton, Darian Fernandez, others able to provide some energy. What was the game plan in the second half, and how does Antoine change things when he's out there?
Well, and I think this, and it's not just Antoine, but if you compare the first half with the second half in terms of how many times did you see guys on the floor, in the second half, our effort and energy was visibly different. Forget statistically. Second half, we're the first to the floor. We're diving for loose balls. I think we got every one of them. That's how we need to play. We got to figure out a way to play that way right from the tip.
We definitely had a huge advantage in hustle points.
Yeah. And that's how we got to play. And when we do, we're pretty good. And when we don't, we're just okay.
Of course, you want to win every game. Nobody. But is the big picture now? Let's do the things we've got to do. Let's get ready for tournament time, and let's do some. We know now what effort and free throws. How much of it is.
I think
everything you do is now for the tournament.
Not specifically. I think your point is obviously very well taken, but I think there's still a lot of things we can accomplish in the regular season. I think we can continue to move up the conference standings. I think that we can continue to move the needle, big picture of the program here these last 4 or 5 games, and then to your point, let's try to be a really tough out here the last 3 weeks of the season.
Is there anything that you could put your finger on as far as the scoring droughts?
Yeah, absolutely. Missed free throws and turnovers. It's hard to score if you give the other ball to the team. If you give the ball to the other team, and it's also hard to score if you don't step up and take advantage of the opportunities at the free throw line.
Coach, do you think if the effort's consistent, you think that's the key that will finally get them to?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I think when you look at we've kind of been we've been a pretty good bounce back team thus far this year. And hopefully we can continue to do that. Like I told our team, that starts on Monday in practice, making sure we're engaged and doing the things we need to continue to get better. The worst thing you can do is allow one game to turn into 5 or 6 and have the old poor me attitude. And we're not going to do that. Our guys are going to compete, and we just got to hopefully continue to learn and grow as we go through the next 3 weeks. I think the one thing that everybody's missing is let's don't forget now there's another team out there. And give Gulf Coast credit. There's a reason why they are 8-1 in the league. It's not just luck. So let's make sure we give them some credit. I thought our guys did a pretty good job at times of making it challenging for them. We've just got to figure out a way to do that in longer spurts as we move forward.